This one is for those of us who have been quietly frightened by the headlines, who read the prophecies and the predictions and feel a cold hand close around their chest. If you have fallen down the rabbit hole of what is coming and come back up more anxious than informed, stay with me. If you never let the fear in, good. But most of us have, including me, and there is no shame in it. Because by the end, I am going to show you what Dolores Cannon claims Nostradamus himself told her about how prophecy actually works, and why it changes everything about how we hold the future. Hold the thread with me. Before we go further, don't forget to like and subscribe if you support my content. Long before the New Earth work, Cannon made her name on something stranger. Across 3 volumes called Conversations with Nostradamus, she claimed that through different hypnotized subjects, she was in contact with the 16th century seer himself, relaying and decoding his quatrains. Now, I am very jealous of that claim, but whatever you make of that claim, the framework she reported is the interesting part. In the future, Nostradamus described was not fixed. Prophecy, in her telling, was not a fixed schedule of doom. It was a reading of probability. The most likely outcome if the frequency of humanity did not change. A warning precisely so that it would not have to come true. A mirror held up to the present, not a map carved in stone. Look at this month, June 2026. Real conflict, real institutional strain, the old systems visibly under pressure. It is genuinely frightening, and I will not perform false calm as you. But notice what fear does to a nervous system. Because this is measured, this is targeted, this is not mystical. The amygdala fires the prefrontal cortex. It's our part that reasons and chooses. That part goes quiet. Fear does not make us wiser, it makes us reactive tribal, easy to steer, easy to control. And there is a name for the trap, the self-fulfilling prophecy, named by the socialist Robert Merton in 1948, a prediction that causes its own outcome because believing it changes how we behave. A frightened population creates a frightened future, which is exactly why, in Cannon's framework, prophecy was meant to wake us up, not paralyze us. The warning is the off-ramp, not the destination, and I think if we have to learn anything from the myths, that receiving prophecies in fear never turns out good. At least, according to history. The micro is the night you lost the 2 hours to worst case headlines and woke the next day foggy, smaller, more afraid. And not one thing in the world had actually changed except you. The macro is the whole populations harvested for their fear because a frightened public is predictable, governable, and easy to divide. Our calm in that light is not denial, it is a quiet form of refusal. And it is a quiet anchor for those who need it, because that's what we came to do. So let us take the body out of the threat state just for a moment. Sit up straight, plant both feet, and take one long, deliberate breath out. Longer than the in-breath, while you let your shoulders drop down your back. That single, deliberate exhale is us telling our own biology. I am the one steering this vessel, not the headline. Sovereignty starts in the breath before it ever reaches our beliefs. So here is how we can hold the future without being crossed by it. A prophecy is not a sentence handed down. It is a mirror showing us the road we are currently on, so that we can choose another. The point was never to predict the end, it was to make us conscious enough to write a different one. We are not passengers reading the schedule of our own doom. We are, every single day, casting votes for which future becomes most probable. So the real question is not what is going to happen to us. It is, what frequency are you adding to the field that decides? Thank you so very much for listening. As always, please like and subscribe if you support my content. It really helps me out with the algorithm. I love you all so very much. Stay safe, stay unharmed, and remember, frequency is power. Bye.